All right, I put together a deck that is very hard to beat. If you're going mono green, this is the build you want to play. I took it into rank and I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight wins in gold, and we're getting closer and closer to ranking up into other tiers. That is amazing. So here's the build. I'm calling it Beast Upon a Time. Why not? What we're going to do, now you see there's Manifold Key in here. This card is so good. I've been waiting to make a deck using this card, and the time has come. And it combos great with one other card in this deck in particular. Or a couple cards. Let's break it down. Pelt Collector. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector's, put a +1/+1 counter on Pelt Collector. This thing's great because we're dropping a lot of other creatures that are all larger than Pelt Collector. None of our other creatures are smaller than them. So if we're on curve, we would hit like a Pelt Collector or Growth Chamber Guardian into a Yorvo, into a Questing Beast, and then we got a 4/4 Pelt Collector out there swinging on our opponent for trample. Pretty nasty. Manifold Key. For 1, untap another target artifact. For 3, tap it. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Manifold Key is definitely going to accelerate us because if we have a Great Henge out, which we're running 4 of, got to make sure we hit it. 3's not enough. We need 4. I was running 3, and half the time I wouldn't hit the dang thing. We want to make sure we hit our Great Henge. So yes, we are running 4. But Manifold Key, untap another target artifact. We can untap our Great Henge, gaining life and gaining mana in the process. It's really cool. And the biggest perk, for 3, target creature can't be blocked this turn. We put that on something like Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig, or maybe they have Planeswalkers out. We put it on our Questing Beast just to make sure the damage gets through. And then we take out their Planeswalker as well. It's a very, very good card put to great use. 2 of in this deck. Growth Chamber Guardian, because it is smaller creatures, it also triggers up our Great Henge. We're able to just drop small creatures, accelerating ourselves, with the mana ramp off of it and whatnot, drawing the cards, all that good stuff. And we can pump them, make them bigger for 4. He also comes in for a 3/3. We can tutor up another card with Growth Chamber Guardian, the same growth, Once Upon a Time, a bomb in this build. Once Upon a Time will basically fix whatever we have busted. If we can't get to our mana, we can get to it Once Upon a Time. If we can't hit a certain creature, we can get to it Once Upon a Time. Very, very, very powerful card. Wildborn Preserver. That's right. Not only does it have flash, but it also has reach against those flying matchups, and it's a mana sink. Whenever another non-human creature enters the battlefield of your control, you may pay X. When you do, put X +1/+1 counters on Wildborn Preserver. This card is good. It's only a 2-drop, and we can just make it bigger and bigger. And also, we can use our Manifold Key when it gets really large, just swing in and cause massive injury to our opponents because it can't be blocked. Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig, only 3 because he is legendary. You don't want to get stuck with 2 of these in your hand. And just kind of sit there saying, I hope he dies so we can drop the other one, Yorvo's great. It just gets bigger and bigger, a lot of +1/+1 counters on it, and Manifold Key is a great way to make this thing unblockable. And you'll see in some matches I'm swinging for 8 unblockable, 9 unblockable, and they just don't see it coming. It's a great little card to throw in the deck. Manifold Key really makes this deck amazing. Questing Beast, what more do you need to say about it? It's got Vigilance and Death Touch and Haste, and it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, which already makes it pretty amazing. And then combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. That's phenomenal. And then Questing Beast, when it deals that much damage to target Planeswalker that player controls if we deal damage to an opponent. Phenomenal card, and plus with Great Henge, you come up to 5/5, get the card draw, all that stuff. Shifting Ceratops, because we're going to be up against blue decks, and the best thing is it can't be countered. We're mainboarding it for that reason, and we have protection from blue, so they can't bounce it or anything. It's just a really cool card, and we can also pump it with our choice of Trample, Haste, or Reach. Pretty nasty. 2 God-Eternal Rhonas to really close out the game. Just 2 copies of this thing because, it's a bomb, man. When God-Eternal Rhonas dies or is put into exile, we can put it back 3rd from the top in our library. And then also, when he enters the battlefield, double the power of each other creature you control until end of turn. Those creatures gain Vigilance until end of turn. Really nasty. Great Henge. What more do we need to say about it? This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Tap it, add 2 green mana, you gain 2 life. There's times I have this out with 2 Manifold Keys, and I'm just untapping it, generating, the 3 mana or whatever, gaining 6 life. It's really, really cool. The card draw on it is really what does it for us, but those +1/+1 counters are fun on top of it. Then we have Stonecoil Serpent. That's right, for X. Reach and trample, protection from multicolored Stonecoil Serpent enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. I used this card because of the protection and the reach over the other card, over the other Hydra, basically. This should have been a Hydra. I don't know why it's not. Would have been a really cool Hydra. But I used this over the other card that when it enters the battlefield, you could double the +1/+1 counters on it, or you can have it fight another creature target player controls. I chose this one. I think it's a better fit for the build. And it's just, the reach is there, and the protection from multicolored is huge. There's a lot of multicolored spells that have kill, you know, like medieval and all types of stuff, and a lot of multicolored decks actually still running about out there. And this card just gets right through them. 4 Castle Garenbrig, that's right. Just so we can get that mana we really need, and it also gives us an additional 1 mana. You know, really cool there. 18 forests, and we have 2 gingerbread cabins, which if we're going up against bird maybe or something, you know, we need just a little bit of life, you know, to hang in there, whatever the case may be. This card does that. If our Great Henge doesn't, we didn't get around to it by then. This deck is really good. It's really powerful, guys. I hope you enjoy this gameplay. The gameplay is nutty. The gameplay is fast. It's over before it started with this build. I did notice some weird things, though. There were times when I first started testing out the deck that it's almost like Wizards just wasn't giving me any lands. It was really weird in the very beginning, you know. So I was kind of like, I would win 2, lose 1, lose 1, but it's only because I wasn't getting the lands I needed, you know. I fixed all that with Once Upon a Time. For some crazy reason, at that point, I was not running Once Upon a Time. But then once I put that card in there, it was a Once Upon a Time we had problems winning, and now we just win, and kick some butt. I hope you guys do enjoy this one. If you do, by all means, hit the like button by the end of the video and subscribe if not already. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Skadoosh. Not the fastest, not the slowest. I got this guy, but I haven't used him yet. He's hiding from me. Food token boy, eh? Oof. I guess another land. One more, baby. He needs to drop like a behemoth. I think that's that. Ooh, the Great Henge. I might just seal it right here. Seal the deal, baby. Another one bites the dust. Haroo, hooray, hurrah for green. Gold, tier 3. Wow. Now, if we don't hit that other land, we are in some trouble. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, we're gonna hope we get that other land. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. He puts up a wall. So Healy down to 3. Prison Realm, eh? Go to face. Oh, wow, he didn't block that. Ooh, the punishment. Oh, wow. Definitely going Great Henge. Nice. A never-ending army. And for 7. 7 left, baby. Let's go. Can he bounce my entire army back? If he does, Great Henge will like that. Oh, he takes that. That's all right. We have reserves. Reserves in the backfield. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So far, so good with this build. Not bad. We shall keep. I like that we got Great Henge. Turn 1 into Pelt. Ooh, a Night Build. I'll attack. Turn 3, of course, Yorvo, and then we really got to step it up. Manifold Key. Need that other land. We need that other land, Stan. Ooh, equipment. We got it. All right. We're cooking Heaven's Bakery now, baby. Dang, he took all that. Ooh. 4 deuce. And indestructible. With the vigilance. Ooh, I'd be short 1 if we go that route. Then we can untap. Here we want Growth Chamber for a little life gain. No attack. Yikes. Next turn should be massive. We're going to have to chump block with something. Probably Pelt. Dang. Hopefully that's enough. Down to 1. No shock. Oh, he has no shock. Brutal sauce. Two castles, you don't say. I have 2 available. Is that a glitch? That's weird. No attack. We just gotta sustain. Why I couldn't untap my Manifold Key is beyond me. Let's just get bigger. I know we can go unblockable. Well, we can just for 3 unblock, yeah. Can't be blocked, baby. Manifold Key. Manifold Key, the unblockable, gets the victory. Not bad. Doing good. Alright, that's looking slow. But you got Once Upon a Time. I think we should probably go... What's Lord? Yorvo. That way we hit curve. Got Pelt, Growth, Yorvo. says good game. What does he mean? Board wipe. So we're going to take out our Guardian. We have Zivs. That is such a strong card, Dressboard Butcher. Mayhem double. Manifold Key times 2. Yeah, we'll double attack. Blocks man. Down to 10. Another man devil. Great Henge. This is the life. Untap Great Henge. Tap Great Henge. Make it unblockable. Go ahead. It's a fun game we play. It's a fun game we play. Manifold Key's great. Let's see how far we can keep this streak going. Believe it or not, we're going to keep this only because of Once Upon a Time. Because we can get what we need. Hopefully, we'll see. So we are on curve. Opponent's debating whether he wants to scry 1 and what he's going to scry. Okay, opponent finally decided on what he's going to do. Ooh. Fibbles. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We got our castle going gross. Pressure on the Fibble. Neoform. Oh boy. I've seen these shenanigans before. Hey, another land. What do you know? Yorvo. Down to 11. We could growth and Once Upon a Time this next turn. He's paying for it. Another reef. Gaining 3 life. Drawing a buttload of cards. But what? The Ceratops will be unblockable by most things. Ooh, I think we do go with Ceratops. Don't think he's going to want to block that growth, but I mean, he's going to have to. That's 11 damage. Alright, down to 6. Can we seal it right here? A Manifold Key would do it. Drop growth, Manifold. Well, we need 11 land. This guy in his never-ending wall of reefs. Wow, he's going to have to discard a lot. He did not hit any of his land drops there. He has blockers. Okay, there's all the lands. I was wondering where they were. Guess they resolved last. That's a lot of lands. We only got one guy with trample on him. Manifold. I think that would do it. Yep. Make Yorvo unblockable. Swinging with everything. Game. Oof, that was so close. That was so close. Maybe game. Maybe. Get 5 through. Ceratops doesn't have trample, I think, but he can't block with these 3, so we have to block Druid. Okay, yeah. Oof, that was a good one. That was close. Manifold to the rescue, though, against the reefs, just storming right through him, man. Great deck. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you are subscribed by all means. We do have fun. Yeah, this was a fun build, a pretty good, a solid build at that. Hooray!